All right, let's do this. Let's do this. So I'm gonna try, and obviously this is kind of a recovery, a little promise that I made earlier. And I said, guys, I'm gonna do a second stream today. So this is my second stream. Of course, I was very busy running around doing a bits and bobs here and there. So yeah, I'm back. I'm finally back. Finally free to do this. So let's do this, guys. If you're new to the channel, guys, like, share, subscribe, and yeah, let's grow the community. Also, I got a Discord community as well, growing very strong. There's a lot of lovely people out there, always trying to help people out, coming up with new projects, new ideas. Very awesome, very awesome. So without wasting any time, I'm not sure if the chat is working, but doesn't matter. I'll double check that in a bit. Let's have a look at the market. I mean, Ethereum today has been performing fantastic. Everybody knows it's been performing absolutely awesome. Okay, it's been the best performer of the day. So very good, you know, very good. I did scalp a little bit earlier on. I think I mentioned it to everybody earlier on as well. I scalped a little bit, came back in again, second round, and it's pumping again. So I'm okay, quite happy on this one. Yeah, quite happy on that one. Looking at the market, I don't know if you saw earlier on, I did mention how we went down to about 68, 2.68. Look at that, beautiful bounce back to 2.74. Awesome, guys, awesome. I told you, don't worry too much about it. This is just a slight dip, but as long as the trend is secure, no issues at all. And it's just to shake out a few weak hands. That's what it was, nothing more actually. Just shake some hands out and continue. So yeah, market looking super awesome, super awesome. You know, BTC, same story. A little bit of a shakeout, a bit of a liquidation, over leveraged out, everybody out, back on the roll. Now it's going to surprise all the people. So people who don't understand it, or people who are too greedy, they get wiped out around these levels. We know it's a resistance zone. We know how to prepare for this. So obviously, while the pump happened, we prepared for it. We had a buy. Everybody's happy. You know, some people got quite a bit, made quite a bit there. So absolutely fine. Listen, we're about to break out anytime now, okay? Because the resistance line isn't that far. We've been bouncing on this resistance line. We're just about to break it. And when we do, we're going to come straight into this resistance line. So we already know what kind of differences we're making. As soon as we break this point for this point, that's a lovely little 3.8%. Maybe not much, but you know what, it is a lot when you're talking BTC. 3% in BTC, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, guys, a lot of money. Shorts, longs, no point looking at those. Dominance is down. It's okay, gives the alts the chance. Finally, it's come below this, which is okay, but remember, our target is to come to these levels here. If not, come even below, down to this level here. So we need BTC dominance to come down here if we want to see the altcoins pump like there's no tomorrow. That's what we want, guys. So guys, remember, if you're new to the show, like, share, subscribe, smash that like button, share with one other if you find value, and we can talk. So also, if you have any coins, drop those coin names in there. I'll happily talk about it, and we'll see where we go from here. So let's have a look at this, right? So Ethereum, I mean, Ethereum SBTC, not quite there yet. This will be more powerful when finally Ethereum does take over BTC, but right now, not yet, not yet. So far, looking at this, and I want to show you this because we have a trajectory here. We did an ABC, right, wave, down here, ABC, right, fine. Currently, we're doing a 1, 2, 3 move, and this 3 move is actually a very powerful move. A lot of people don't understand this. 3 usually is the most powerful move when you do an Elliott wave. So I'm not just seeing a 5-2. That's easy. I think the 5-2 is very easy. I mean, if you just look at this for what it is, the 5-2 is an easy number. I think it's going to be an easy number to achieve, right? 5-2 is going to be an easy number to achieve because all we need is a small bounce and we're there. You know, I think it might struggle a little bit to get to the other targets that we have, which is down here, right? That's what I'm looking at least minimum 7k, guys. That's what I'm looking at, minimum 7k, right? Because remember, the wave 3 is a powerful wave, and this is just the minimum, right? Maximum could take it easily to 15-20k. So we're going to observe it and see what it does. But it's not going to be a small move. It's not going to be a small move. Wave 3 is a powerful move, powerful move. I'm expecting from here minimum 200%. Minimum 200, maybe even 250%. And if we just do that, like just measure from here, for example. Let's have a look. Let me just take this off for a second. Right, we're going to do a minimum 200% to 250%. Right, let's do 200%. Right, this is 200%, guys. That's giving us a 13k. A 13k for 200%. 250 minute, on average 250. Let me just look at this. That's a 16k Ethereum. I'm not being over optimistic. I'm just telling you, wave 3 is usually a power move, a very powerful move. So if that does come, we're looking at 200 to 250%, right? Which is pretty close to this level here, because we did say 18k. Pretty close, right? Pretty close. So let's see what it does. Obviously, this is just a projection I did, the steps, the Fibonacci steps. And none of these numbers are impossible. Every one of these numbers are absolutely possible, provided the market provides, or market gives it to us, right? And that means money's got to come into the total market cap in order to give this the thing. And of course, we need a lot of shit coins to stop scamming people, and hopefully people can actually benefit from these pumps, these big boys, these big giants out there, right? BNB doing okay, coming back to try its little target. Hasn't done that yet. Still quite some way, but it's getting there. Look, it's so close, so close. It's coming there. Once it does, then we do have these upper targets that we are going to go to. Of course, we'll talk about it when we get there. Right now, no point. Dot, awesome. Finally, it entered our target zone. So it entered our target zone. It's about to go to $60. This would easily happen by tonight, tomorrow, possibly. If it doesn't, no problem, because we've still got 79 to come. So we're not expecting a pullback, right? There is a pullback we want, but I don't think it's going to happen in the next few days. Maybe Friday, but today, tomorrow, possibly even Friday, maybe not. Do you know what I mean? I don't know, because there's so much news around it. This could easily pump until Monday, So let's see, because remember, nothing goes up straight one way. Everything that goes up has to come down. Solana is on track, no issues at all. Solana's on track to get to the $270. That's coming very soon. So just be patient. It's definitely coming. Also, I can't see the chat. I'm not sure who's on chat, who's not. I bet half the people waited for me earlier on, and they're probably not here, because I did say I was going to come on in a little while, but busy. Life takes over. So sometimes you got to do that before you do anything else. So that's that. Let's have a look at Cardano. Cardano, yep, nothing too interesting. Still coming back to that support line. So let's see what that does. Nothing too interesting here. I know some people are interested in SHIB. There's a lot of dumping going around. Kraken launched it. A few other exchanges launched it. You can see on the daily, everything's pointing down. So it's calming down a little bit. I wouldn't worry too much. It might even break this, and it looks like it wants to. If it does break this, we have to find support on a lower time frame. The only support I can see is this 5.5 level. You know what I mean? This 5.5 level. So possible it might come to this 5.5 level. As long as it can hold this, it should be okay. Because if not, then the only other major support we got is around here. It's not even major, but it's good enough on a 4-hourly. You know what I mean? On a 4-hourly. So we'll see what that does. Bubble should be very happy today, because we are coming on top of the channel. You can see we're coming back to these previous high levels, and we are on a perfect trajectory to get to that $367 to the point where our target is $412. So it's definitely going there. There's a lot of hype around it, a lot of the things about the Mail wallet and a few other bits and bobs. So there's great news around this in order for this to pump. The one thing I want to double check though, Yeah, it's volume supported, so that's fine. It's volume supported. Of course, volume is very high, so this could easily flip anytime. But I think right now that yo-yo pump effect that we were expecting has started right now. Deposit successful. Okay, sorry, so I just deposited something to Binance. Has arrived. Happy days. Took its time though, got stuck on the network. So remember guys, sometimes whenever you're sending assets from one wallet to another, or an exchange to another, or whatever, and if you all of a sudden, I mean, you're paying like cheap Ethereum fees or something, and you think it's stuck, sometimes just give it a chance. As long as your wallet address is correct, it will arrive. So this one took a whole day to arrive because I don't want to pay the ridiculous fee they were asking me. They were asking me like for 400 quid for fees. I was like, screw you, I'll go for the cheapest fee. So I'd done the cheapest one and I was right. So let's see. I'm so happy that I shorted KTS earlier on. I'm so happy. I shorted it and I bought it back up again, and it's now I'm up. So I'm really happy that I've reloaded on KCS with the money and that I made from the shorting it, and the KCS money that I had already. So I'm really happy with this. That was a nice little flip there. I think I made, I would say, about 10%. So that wasn't that bad. That was quite cool. Now, I know somebody asked earlier on, what did I do with my Gala? Guys, I didn't put it on a cold storage or anything. What I said was I've moved it off my trading account. That means I'm not going to trade that, and I'll explain a little bit, but I took it off here. Means long-term portfolio. So let's refresh this QR code and let me log into this. Give me a second. I think that would make total sense to you if I do log into this. Give me a second. Boom. Yeah, you can try and log in. You're only going to log into your own one. It doesn't work the way you think it does. So yeah, this is what I'm trying to say. So this is my trading account. You can see trading account. So for example, in this one, I do have another account, and I'm not trading this. I'll just pick this up. I just bought this because I didn't have any. So look what I did. I bought it. I moved it to my main account. I don't want to trade this. This means I'm going to be holding this on this particular account. And you can see the assets overview, total overview. Where is it? Come on then. It should be an assets overview. Assets overview, trading, and there's only, like, 2 coins. So there's one on the main and 2 here. There's only 3 coins available on this right now. So when I move things off this, I literally move it from one account to another, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be a cold storage. A cold storage is where I'm not going to touch it ever. But sometimes, just to reduce confusion, I might move it off to a sub account, or I might move it into a completely different account, maybe something that does staking or some sort of a reward or something. Because remember, when I'm not using it, I don't need it here to cause me confusion and this and that. I want to focus on this balance, remember, so I don't need everything else to do that for me. I just want to keep it nice and clean. I know exactly what I'm doing. So this is a particular purchase. Well, it's supposed to be 10, but I don't know how I got this many. Anyway, it's a small purchase, just for a little short term. I want to see what happens, nothing too much, and see where that takes us, right? And then obviously for my trading account right now, I've got my orders set up. You can see 100% orders set up, but I'm down, so there's no point talking about it. I mean, on this one, how much am I down? Oh my god, ridiculous amount. I don't even, I'm probably about three bags down, 3 grand down on this one. Probably about $600 on this one. I have no idea. Who cares? That's the trading account, right? So that's what that is. So please do understand, yes, you can put it in a cold storage if you want, not an issue, but that's for the ultra super bullish stuff, right? We don't just go around putting anything on a cold storage. So hope that kind of makes sense to you. Right, let's have a look and see what's going on. I think everyone's busy because half the guys who would normally be here aren't here today. Interesting. Yeah, very interesting. Anyway, so guys, if you're new to the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me also share this link because it's weird. The normal guys, the usual guys that come aren't here today, and I'm wondering why. So let me send this over just in case nobody's seen it. I'm going to send it over to everyone, and let's see who comes on. Right. Right, that's one. And then let's do this one. There we go. I think the link is not shared properly or something. Oh, interesting. No, the link is shared. What are we talking about? Let's have a look at this anyway. So, right, that's Gala. Gala's doing good. Bit is doing good. We got that for free. I mean, people who got it for free, 1,000 coins currently are holding $2,800 freebies. So, well done to you guys if you're still holding. AVAX coming back to test this previous all-time high. As you can see, it's coming back to test it. Not quite there yet. We're still a few dollars away. Right, from here we're about $5 away to test its previous all-time high. Let's see what it does. And then we've got a target at the $84, and then we have a secondary target which is going to be the 94. So I think once AVAX goes there, $100 is genuinely possible. Inch done one of its thing. Inch done one of its thing. So now we're basically waiting for Inch to continue on this trend line and hopefully come back and break this particular line here. That's a target for us. So let's see what it does. No point talking about RV. I've realized a lot of the guys aren't on RV anymore. No point talking about it then. Sushi's doing okay today. Nice little pump, 7%, doing its thing. Let's see where it goes. I've got 4 people here. I see Yamvi here, also my brother. He's asking for Rune. Perfect timing, Yamvi. I'm moving down. Moving down. VET, not bad, 13%. I mean, sorry, 0.13, not bad. It got rejected here. Let's see what it does. I mean, of course, this is a 4-hour. We want to see the daily stuff. We want to see the more powerful stuff. Let's see what it does. Who's this? Stephen Sainsbury, great show. Any thoughts on Polygon Matic? Absolutely, absolutely. We'll go back to Polygon in a second. It's not one of our favorites, but we will definitely talk about it. VeChain, you can see it's found support on this downward channel. Absolutely fine. As long as it can hold support after it break out, it's great. Obviously, now we're finding resistance here. Once we break this resistance, then we do have a target. As you can see, we have 2 targets. The first target for the breakout is the 21 cents. Then we have a previous all-time high range here, which is the target. And then obviously the 34 to be the total top. I see KR here. What happened? How come you boys are late today? I've been talking to myself all this time. I'm joking. Matic. So this one's for you, my brother, Stephen Sainsbury. You can see, one second. You can see we had the previous high. We've come back perfect, right? We've come back, you know, and we are moving towards the target that we had. So we said, look, if we go above this, we should be able to get to this level, which is actually higher than the previous high. So we're looking at $3 is our target. $3 level is our target. And on a daily, much more powerful. And of course, I said my ultimate target, based on the Fibonacci, is the $4. Now, Matic could easily perform better than that, because Matic's market cap and everything allows it to do this. So Matic could easily go to $4, maybe even $40. But I'm going to be slightly pessimistic, because I've already mentioned this on another video. I just don't like the Matic team. They're just really dodgy, shady, if that makes any sense. They've been involved in too many shady stuff, and I'm not happy. It looks very centralized. So yeah, not quite my cup of tea. So that's why the last shady thing they got involved in, and news broke out and whatnot, I can't remember what it was. I did make a video about it. Since then, I dumped my Matic and I'm never going back again. So I do still talk about it on the channel, because I do know a lot of people, and I've got nothing against Matic itself. I'm just not happy with the founders. They're just too scammy. So yeah, I don't know. Just me, just doing my thing. But of course, it has the chance to go to $4. By all means, if you guys could make $4, $40, by all means, why not? No harm in that. I'm just me, just my own moral obligation to invest into them. Costin, also my bro, nice to see you here. Steven Sainsbury says, cheers buddy. You too, bro. Thank you very much. No worries. Consider subscribing. Make sure to like that, smash that like button, and consider joining our Discord. We're there. There's a family growing there. We do loads of crazy things together. Sometimes we do these little crazy, insane trades together, and we all make money. We make 20-30% on a single candle sometimes. It's ridiculous. So yeah, we're stronger together. We do a lot more. I did mention on a video 2 days ago, I said, look, the channel's becoming like a pump and dump. It's mental, right? Some of the stuff we're doing on Discord is just crazy. We literally all buy together, pump the bloody thing, and then we dump the whole thing, right? And we're always making minimum 10, 15%, 20%. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. So yeah, I hope this one helps you. Link, you obviously know why I bought Link. It's a little bit of a dip here, as you can see. Look, there's a little bit of a dip here. Buy the dip, so I bought some dip, as you saw. Bought 9.5 Link for some small change. It's okay, just a little top up. Play it for a little while, but right now I want to play this. So the recent buy, the one I just did right now, is, for example, from here to here. And you can see it's a 47%. Just up to this line is a 47%. Even up to here, that's a 72%. That's a 72%. And don't forget, my target is here. Just do the maths. Boom. It's 118%. So for something that's decent, it's not bad. Do you know what I mean? That's not bad. 118%. That's just quite a good amount of money to be made from some small change I don't need. So that's what I did there. So let's see what that one does. Obviously, Sushi I talked about anyway. It's doing its thing. VGen we talked about. Shib we talked about. Let's talk about Mbox. We did our patterns. Our patterns are kind of playing out. I don't know if you can see this. We were saying how it's going to come down here and then it's going to break out, and it did. Guys, the drawing's still here. I didn't actually take the drawing off, from which you can see. So we didn't break out quite here as we expected, right? So because if I do go back here, you can see we were expecting it to break out here. It didn't. It did break out here, which is fine. The pattern it done is fine. Up, down. Now it's going to shoot up. We know this is happening, right? But of course, because of where we are, we have multiple targets now. So one of our target is now the $5.57, and then probably hit towards that $11. So let's see what happens. Ultimately, this is the floor. It's found the floor now, and we know that during the floor is one of the best times to actually invest and buy, obviously provided if the market is moving upwards or not. So as long as the momentum is still up, this has a great chance to go and do a nice little 10-15%, sorry, 100 to 150%, easily done. Yekta Gulen here. Awesome, nice to see you. Thank you very much for joining us again. I believe it's your second time, isn't it? You've joined our show, or third time. I'm not even sure. I can't remember how many times you've joined, but that's awesome. Thank you very much for coming over, Yekta. That would be really, really nice. I don't know if you're probably in Discord as well. I'm not sure, because some of the guys have different names on Discord, so I have no idea who you are. I know Costin, he's got his right name. I believe Yamvi also has his correct name. KR is KR, so that's awesome. But yeah, let's go. We're going down the list. By the way, I didn't forget your Rune, okay? Because remember, Rune is also my coin as well. We are going to talk about Rune. So what I want to do here is, while I'm on the video, this is AR. And I mentioned AR weeks ago, and we were talking about AR when it was down here, and I said, guys, it's getting ready, it's getting ready, it's getting ready. It's a great project to buy. So a lot of you guys probably didn't pick on that. And we had a target to hit that 1618, and you can see the 1618 was hit. And I said, if it hits the 1618, the next target is again 1618, but $117. So what I want to show you is this was calculated. If you look carefully, we were doing just the previous high to the current low, nothing more. So you can see this was the low we calculated, and this was the high we calculated, and we said the possibility is to go to this $91. And surprise, surprise to everybody, look, we went to $90. We actually went to $90. So Mr. C is Mr. C. Awesome. That's what I like. Mr. C is Mr. C. That's how we like it. That's how we like it. No, when you've got too many names, it's hard to remember. But I'm glad Mr. C is here. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Nice to see you on the show, my brother. Where's Riz? Is he here as well? You should give him a shout and tell Riz to come as well. Because that lazy bugger is always like, I miss it. The world don't miss it. Put your headphones on and listen to it. So yeah, we hit the 90, so I can update this now. What I'm going to do, this particular chart, I will save. So if I save this, it's fine because that hits my target already. So now we've got a second target and it's going to $117. So that's definitely going there. It's going to take some baby steps, but it's fine. It's just doing its thing. You know, going to create these higher highs, eventually get to there. Now the question would be, I think everybody's going to ask me, is, well, what happens when it gets to $117? Well, provided if the market is still moving, we can use this specific data, this bottom here, this level here, and already do a projection, not a prediction, a projection. And we can already see $160 is on the radar. You know what I mean? $160 is on the radar. So from here to what we can see, what would be the percentage from right from here to this level here? Well, number one, that's 50%, 51%. Number two, that takes us to 107%, even from these prices. So, you know, some people ask, like, is it too late? No, as long as the trend is up, it's never too late. Of course, if you now buy here and the trend is going this direction, of course you're too late. You know, trend is your friend. So right now, this is a trending market. It's going to trend for at least another few months. You know, 6 weeks to, I would say, 6 weeks to 2 months, so maybe 3 months max. But anything could happen within the next 6 weeks, 6 to 7 weeks. Sorry, 6 to 7 weeks. So just be cautious. That's what I'm going to say to you. But these are trending. These are going to pop. These are top level. These are blue chip companies, right? Blue chip projects. They are going to pump. So understand this. That was AOR. Uni, I talked about my strategy on Uni. I think my strategy on Uni, I talked about it yesterday. I think it definitely played out. Because I remember I was talking about how Ethereum has to get to this level for it to do 20%. Right, 20%. And if I did 20% on Uni, I actually end up making more money because I actually sold some Ethereum on the pump to buy some Uni. And I think once this settles, then the rest are going to follow. So it's definitely coming, definitely coming. So that was my Uni. Theta, kind of disappointed. I talked about it before as well. Kind of very disappointed with Theta. It's just not doing its thing. You know, Theta, we have high hopes. We have a $23. So it's got a lot of work to do to get back to here. So let's see how many hurdles you can pass and get back to there. Because Theta is one of those companies where, you know, companies like Google, other companies like big companies in the world, they've all invested something in it. They're running a node for Theta, for God's sake. Yekta Gulen says, are we going all in 6 weeks? Possibly. Let's see. If we should be going all in now, actually, I'll be honest with you, we should be going all in now because there is a breakout coming, right? We're having a breakout and then we're going to have a little dump, and I'll show you a little bit more about that. Let's talk about Algo. Algo's just doing its little thing. It's getting ready, and remember, the target is not that far, actually. Target is the previous high based on the Fibonacci. From wherever we had it, we had the Fibonacci from here. Look, just from this level here, it's still hovering in this consolidation zone. It will make a move and it will do its thing, but you know, is it going to go to the moon? Possibly. You know, the target that I have here is $3.70. So from here, we're looking at a double. If it does, not double, it's like more like 50% or something. If it does break out, so let's see what it does. Right now, nothing much interesting. Yekta wants to know if we're gonna go full out ballistic on it. Yeah, we will. Anchor coming back to test this previous high. This is the kind of stuff we like to see. Of course, it got rejected. Who cares? It doesn't matter. You know, got rejected, came back down, found support. It's going to do another bounce. We might get another volume candle like this. Look at this long volume candle. Get another long volume candle like this and shoot it all the way up there. Once it's up there, we secure the level. Well, it's off to the races. And I told you, Anchor, watch how it performs, especially after F2.0. It's a holder. I'm telling you, it's one of those you don't look back. You buy it, you don't look back. Atom's doing okay. Found rejection here. Of course, it needs to break out of all of this zone. then it could hit our first target of $52. And once we do, of course, we're going to create brand new targets and see how far we can go with those. Hopium, guys, hopium. You know what I mean? Every time we hit the target, we drop a little bit more hopium in there. So, you know, go smoke it and be, you know, buzz a little bit or whatever you do. Hopium. Drop some hopium in there for everybody. Every time. 1 second, guys. Yeah, so every time the market does something crazy, you know, we come to the targets. We're going to drop some hopium in there. Hopium. Right. Bakery, my accidental buy. Doing fantastic. Of course, it dipped down a little bit, but it's fantastic. I just don't know how much I can say. I mean, this is just doing its thing. I mean, this was the you can see this downward channel, and the channels usually break out, and it did break out finally. It's doing awesome. Target's not that far. First target, you can see first target is $4, but actually bakery, I forgot which exchange it was, it actually hit $8 at one stage. So this I'm not getting rid of anytime soon, because I've bought it for pennies. So I'm just going to sit on this one. It's going to be a long hold as well. Hopefully, if I do get 8 to 9, maybe even $10, I might take a little bit of change off the table. But other than that, I'm going to leave it there. Bakery looking awesome, actually. If you look at the pattern, the channels, right? There's a lovely little channel forming here. Of course, just similar like bakery, it's come down a little bit. But I think it's a matter of time when it actually does shift. And when it does, I think it will surprise people. Definitely surprise people, you know, because it's managed to, there was this trend line here, it's below this, but if you look carefully, there was another trend line here, and it's actually managed to get above that. That's why I have double trend lines here, just to see exactly where it's going on, because yes, there's a longer time trend line and there's a shorter time trend line here. Which one was it following? That's what I wanted to see, and so far it looks alright to me. Nothing, no harm. So we know that if we did break out of this particular channel, right, what we can expect. And I'll give you a really good example of this, right? So if we do break out of this, just here, right? If we did break out of this, I hate this. There we go, just here. Look, you don't make it up, right? It brings us back to this channel, $27. So let's see, that's coming. $27 is coming. I know some guys hold COTI. Well, good luck to you, because COTI has come back and done a new all-time high. Great. You know, so super solid, and the expectation for COTI is around this $1.09. So those of you who bought it way back down here, you're doing all right. Just hodl. Your COTI is going to give you $1.09. Then what? Don't know. Doge, guys, come on, Doge, guys. I know a lot of people are disappointed, like, oh, Doge is not doing anything. Guys, Doge is doing all right. There are people who are buying and selling Doge at 23p, 27p, sorry, 24 cents, 25 cents. Doge is currently sitting at 27 cents. That's a hell of a lot higher than 23, in my opinion. Remember, it's an infinite supply coin. It's doing okay for an infinite supply coin, holding that price. Bloody insane. Think about it. Obviously a lot of people are concerned because Doge, you can mine free Doge. I believe it's every block. So let me just say it this way. I know I've confused myself before where I've said every minute, every day by accident. But what I meant to say was every block. So every block reward is 10,000 Doge coins. So imagine now you have a SHIB versus Doge pair. Well, now you can take your free Doge that you get, the 10,000 block reward Doge, and load up on something that is actually deflationary. Think about that. So you give some shit coin to get some real coin, or something at least with some utility, or something that is deflationary. That's a bit of a problem. You know, when you're trading Doge with fiat, it's fine. Both of them are infinite supply. It's a matter of who produces more. Okay, we talked about thought. Engine, guys, Engine. Look at Engine. You know, Engine has Samsung involved in it. So that's engine. And we know like Samsung might come up and do some crazy stuff, especially with North Korea. Sorry, not North Korea, my bad. North Korea. Imagine Kim Jong-un or whatever his name is involved in this. My God, that's crazy. I meant South Korea, right? So South Korea being more of a gaming-centered nation where they are happy. A lot of the people actually just game all day. They game for a living. It's pretty awesome over there. They've had originally they were gaming for a living over there way back in the days, compared to other countries who just started to come onto this stuff. Well, okay. So, I see a lot of innovation coming in from South Korea. That's what I'm thinking. And I think Engine might surprise people. They might just announce something with Samsung and say, "Oh, look, we're building a new game, or we're building a new NFT platform, something." Because the big boys are coming out. They're a little bit conservative right now because they don't want to be the guys, we've come out with it yet. Because remember, these are the same people who dissed crypto so long. They've dissed it so long. Oh, crypto's bad, crypto's this. I'm never buying it, never doing. Because they're billionaire companies, trillionaire companies. Now, they have no choice. They have no choice because the bus is leaving them. So now they're running behind the bus. So let's see what that happens. And that's another one as well. So this is Clay, another South Korean project. And I'm supporting it because obvious reasons. You've got a country where a lot of the innovative fintechs and all of the gaming and NFTs and everything, and got a whole bunch of people with this K-pop culture or whatever you want to call it. It's like a combination of Chinese whatever versus Japanese whatever, mango or whatever. When you see that kind of a lifestyle, there's a combination, like a mixture of multiple. I wouldn't call it cultures. I'll call it lifestyle or way of life. Clay has a good opportunity. I would say like the South Koreans are very open-minded. Very open-minded. So they're not that conservative, and I think a lot will happen. And if that's their currency, I don't know why they wouldn't support it. I mean, Neo had his day. This is Neo. This is the Chinese Ethereum after the Ethereum came out. Oh, there's no life for this. In my opinion, it's just I don't know who's supporting this, but China's gone. What's the point in us keeping it? And also talking about China, we believe China's coming back. We believe China will unban Bitcoin as usual. So every time it needs to dump, they ban it. Go and look in history. Ban, since 2013. And whenever they unban it, we have the final parabolic run. Well, I bet I can guess who bought the dip when they banned it and when all the fools dumped it. FIDA. Is it a good entry? Of course, no worries. So let's quickly jump into Rune first. So one by one. So brother wanted to know about Rune. Rune is a super solid project. I talked about it many times. In fact, on this channel, I actually gave some financial advice on the day when it dumped. I said, guys, this is a financial advice. Buy Rune. It got hacked by Rune. I've never ever given anybody any advice saying this is hacked. I would normally say, don't buy it. Or I was like, guys, look, it got hacked. It's a shitcoin project. When Rune got hacked and the FUD spread, I was like, guys, get in, buy whatever you can. Trust me. And so people who did, they did right, because the thing is, we know Rune is one of a kind, super solid project, and look what they did. Since then, they did 440%. 440%. So Rune was an awesome buy. Target's not that far. You can see the drawings popped up. So we have our first target at this $19, second target at $22, and then things change a little bit, right? We have this $35. So once we get to 35, then we're going to reassess and see how much higher we can go, right? So, but those of us again who picked it up here and climbed it up to this, or are willing to, look, that's a 989%. So people still say, oh, we missed the 10x coin. No, I know brothers in this channel who haven't missed anything. They've done 10, 20, 30, 40x, 12x, 13x easy. You know, there's a few on this chat right now. They've done them. So you got to have conviction, you know. There are coins out there, like earlier on I was going to talk about this, and I'll talk about it right now as well. There are coins you buy for a quick pump and dump. And then there are coins that you buy and you forget. And I've been very specific about certain coins. I said, look, when you look at the large caps, Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, Polkadot, Cardano, Solana, Avalanche, AVAX, many more, by the way. I can name a whole bunch of them. There's like 400, 500, 600 now, I think, blockchains out there. You just buy and leave them. They're not going to disappoint you. Those are long holds and they will give you big rewards. And then you've got your pump and dumps, which means the new projects, promising innovations. But if they don't hit their targets, they're gone. They're gone. You know? So many innovative targets. There was another blockchain, or not blockchain, a chain itself, who actually bought their own bank way back in the days. Sorry, where are they? Nowhere to be seen. You know, do you know what I mean? So some of them, they innovate. Others, they don't care. They're in it for the money. They're making the money and they're getting out. So, but these are projects that are actual, like the community. They're not centralized. They're decentralized. They're open source. You can go and see hundreds of developers, if not thousands of developers, independently working on these. And it's really hard to get people like that together. This is people doing it unpaid. People who work on Bitcoin, they're not paid by Bitcoin. Bitcoin doesn't have a corporation, a government, a governing body or anything like that. There's nobody there. There's no CEO. So who's going to pay for development on Bitcoin? Nobody. But people passionately do it. Who pays for Ethereum development? Nobody. I mean, there may be a few hierarchies out there who are doing the work, getting paid by other companies to do the updates, or maybe get some voting rights or consensus rights, whatever. But that's about it. The developers there mostly are not developing for money, because there's no one to give the money to you. Does that make any sense? There may be a pool of rewards for some hackathon or whatever. Those are different stories. Those are organized events, and someone's actually giving it to you. But if you go and work on Ethereum, BNB, not BNB by the way, BTC, who's there to give you the money? No one. No one. Think about that. Think about that. So, yeah, I mean, Rune, in my opinion, decentralized, anonymous, decentralized. But anything could happen. Let's see. Let's see. But so far, listen, as long as we play our targets, we know when to take our exit. We're good. We're good. You wanted to talk about Feeder or Fido? I believe it's Fido, but let me check if it's Fido as well. Let me check this. FIDA. Bonafide. Come on, that's an old project. Bonafide is an old project. Bonafide is a very old project. Bonafide. Let's try Bonafide. The old project. But I'm not sure. I'm surprised why this is doing this. Why is it showing this data for? Is it wrong? What happened here? Interesting. This is a 2020 project, but why am I not getting the full data here? It's on a daily. Where's 2020 gone? 2021. Why am I seeing that for? Let's try FIDA USD FTX. Okay. Got a little bit longer data. Okay, we got 20 December. Let's try and see if we can find something even older. Nope. Okay. Try Sendex. 22 December. Okay, we've got 1 day more. 1 day more. So that's fine. No worries. Listen, Bonafide came out a long time ago. So it's like one of those. Remember, I told you about those coins that they launch, they do XYZ, and then no interest, nothing whatsoever, nothing happens. Well, this is one of those coins, right? And it's in Sol ecosystem. Yes, yes. But listen, regardless which ecosystem, wherever it is, every coin has a target, right? And if the target is not met, like for example, you have a development cost or something, because listen, let's be real with ourselves. Apart from Satoshi, Nakamoto, and even then, I have to involve him as well. I can't really say apart. When I state the facts, you'll understand. So Satoshi Nakamoto didn't take any coins. He didn't take any money from it. But technically, he does have a wallet with a whole bunch of coins in there. So think about that. He does have a wallet with coins in it. Maybe he didn't take it. That's a different story. But he did collect it. And being honest about yourself, why would anybody build another blockchain, another crypto, other than the fact to make money? So everyone's in it to make a certain amount of money, right? So the thing is you got all of this happening here. 1 second, sorry. So it works out to be like, you got these projects come out. They all have a target. Some are more transparent, some are not. And what I mean by transparent, I mean the guys who literally, when they flop, they just walk away. I think they're a lot more transparent than any other people. But these projects do get carried on. Once they're in the ecosystem, there's no stopping anybody from buying and selling them. You don't really need the founders or the development teams. So that's how these things survive. Now, I've seen one thing here right at the end. You said Fibonacci IEO was on FTX. Yes, it was. Most of the Solana projects are on FTX. In fact, one of the biggest private investors of Solana is FTX. The only reason Solana got the adoption it has right now, and the reason Solana is $230 or whatever, right? Let's have a look. The only reason, okay, let's have a look. Yeah, $239 is because of FTX. If it's because of Sam Bankman-Fried, SBF anyway. It's because of him. The only reason I jumped in, I aped in, was because of him. Was because of FTX. Because one thing I've always mentioned to you guys before, I said if it's got anything to do with an exchange, jump on. Don't look back. And I'm not talking about an exchange launching it. I'm talking about exchange being an investor in it. Talking about FTT token, FTX. I've always mentioned FTX. I said buy FTX, the token. Yes, of course, new all-time high. I've mentioned buy FTX token, hold on to it. Any exchange tokens, in fact, I said buy. And I've mentioned this like over 8-9 months ago in the videos. I said, guys, it's always great to own some. Actually, let me do this for you guys. That will look nice while we talk. This could look nice for you. There you go. Let's do this. There you go. Now you can see the action happening for yourself. So when you're like any exchange, right? Any exchange, if you see that they are promoting something or they bought a coin, they funded the project as a seed investor or whatever, you know that there's vested interest. They're going to do their best to pump this coin. Now, the reason I looked at FTT, WRX, Dodo, guess who invested in FTX? Who's a big stakeholder of FTX? Binance. I bet you didn't know this. Binance invested in FTX, the exchange. Binance. Dodo. Binance invested it, done the incubator thing, done everything for them. Wazirex. Binance did everything. It's literally borrowing liquidity from Binance's main liquidity pool. I bet you didn't know this. So then when you got someone like Solana come along and they have someone like FTT, well, if FTT makes a bet, makes money, well, guess who else makes money? Binance. So it's a collaborative thing. You see what I mean? They're going to do secretly or whatever. They are always going to pump it. They have interest in order for this to succeed. Because as a seed investor, you're not only giving cash, you're also getting a shitload of coins for free. Free or equivalent, you can call it free anyway. But you do get a lot. So you're a big bag holder. Imagine, you can work your backsides off, and you can earn a certain amount of money, risk that money trying to invest into something. Or, yes, Yekta, Dodo, Wazirex, Binance, they were all, they're all backed by Binance. Binance was funded it. Binance paid for it. Yeah. So there's a few others. There's a wallet called Moon Wallet, MUUN. Binance has invested in many projects. Binance Ventures, Coinbase Ventures. Go and have a look. Binance is a large stakeholder of FTX. That's currently the 4th largest exchange in the world. They're not stupid. We talked about Rune. Well, guess who had the hackathon and who paid for Rune to be built? Binance. Why am I not surprised? I see Free Energy. Hi Sham, sorry, you just joined. Have you spoken about Bybit's new launchpad project CBX? No, my brother, I didn't. The reason I didn't talk about it is because you're going to be paying with it for your bit token. I have spoken about it recently and I wasn't quite happy with that. Like on Binance, currently there's a coin called DAR, D-A-R. Let's have a look if I can find it somewhere. There's a coin called DAR. Let's see. DAR. Mines of, this one, Mines of Delarnia, whatever it is, Narnia, whatever. So as you can see, this is currently in the ICO phase. The ICO is happening in Binance itself. So it's a Binance ICO. I'm sure Binance is involved in this, right? And all I had to do, you can see, look, Binance. And all I had to do was put my Binance coin, BNB coin, and I'm getting this for free. I'm not paying for this. Free. I don't have to pay anything. Now, when you're talking about CBX, we have a problem. CBX. This one, CryptoBytes. The problem we're having, okay, it's on track, that's fine, because obviously Bybit is quite new. The problem we've got with CBX, right, is that you have to pay with your BitDAO token. Your BitDAO token to buy this, or whatever allocation you're giving, and there's a pool of whatever coins, they're going to spread it among everybody else. I've got a problem with that. No. Because you've given me XYZ amount of Bybit token. I'm holding that Bybit token. People are going to buy your crypto bytes for your Bybit token. Well, I'm handing it back over to you. Now, I want to give you the coins because I know the coin is going to be worth $10. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for crypto bytes to come out personally. No financial advice. I'll probably just buy the damn thing direct without giving them any of my BitDAO tokens. So I hope that makes sense. Okay. So you got to look at certain things like, yes, Bybit, great. But that's not a freebie. That's they're taking your coins off you, and it could end up being a shit coin. So I don't want to give the one that I know is more valuable. It's an exchange token. Remember, an exchange is directly invested in it. I told you, exchange coins was always going to make you money. So that's the reason why I'm not getting rid of my BitDAO token for some crypto bytes. I'll buy it for cash instead. Yekta says, I know there are so many VCs. Of course. Listen, some of the best projects that launched, they didn't need to do a crypto. They know where to go. And these are like Silicon Valley stuff, right? So they go out there, they got all of these venture capital firms, and they do the right paperwork and everything. And they raise millions before they've even launched a project. Seed funding, they get Series A funding, Series B funding. I mean, what was the highest amount FTX did? 900 billion. Think about that. That's a lot of money. 900 billion is not a small amount of money. You know, I mean, Coinbase is worth 900 billion, and FTX did that as a, you know, series round of funding. That's insane, right? That's insane. That means there's a lot of power behind it. But again, it's who you know, not what you know. You could be the world's best exchange and still not have that. Think about it. So that's what it is. It kind of proves it. So Sam definitely has a lot of connections, in my opinion. Why would he be so popular? And it seems like he's invested in quite a few projects. Solana's not the first, but he's extremely bullish in Solana. So how that works, that's a different story. That's a different story. So plenty of VCs everywhere, my brother. I wouldn't worry too much about it. Let the VCs do their thing. But yeah, just understand, like, you know, when it comes to Binance, you have to really understand what Binance CZ is doing. They're on another level. I've never seen, and I like that. I actually like that. I respect that. They're so diversified. I like that. They're not stuck up like some people, right? You know, they got the head stuck up where the sun doesn't shine, right? But no, these guys are quite cool. They're diversified. They've been buying multiple types of assets and companies and this and that, and they're plugging the money in multiple places. Of course, that might be too much control, but nevertheless, that's diversification, in my opinion. You know, so it's all about net value, how much more money you can make or how much more money you can get in. Very powerful stuff. FTX is following the same path, kind of. They've also been buying the rights to put billboards and also do like a club, sponsor a club, multiple things, basketball, whatever. They're involved in a lot more. So very smart move, because that means you've got revenue coming in and you're advertising in one location or wherever continuously to a mass amount of people, and the people doesn't necessarily have to be the same people. You can have people over and over again coming in to see your ads, so you're capturing a region. Very good strategical move, and investors love that. And I'm talking about your traditional investors. So FTT may be a cryptocurrency, but the company's not a crypto. Think about that. They already had the money to build the project. The VCs already gave that. They just built the crypto as a supplementary thing to make even more money. Happy days. So, yeah, that's how it works. You know? But once you make it there, you know what? You know, in the crypto sphere, when a company makes it to the top 100, the page, like, you know, the top 100 page, like this particular page here, this first page, not this page. When a crypto makes it to this single page, well, you're a celebrity in this game. You're a celebrity in this game. And of course, if you make it to the top 10, you're the boss. You're the talk of the town. Do you know what I mean? So that's how it works, you know. And if a company can reach the top 100 page, then everybody wants to know what happened, why, how, and this and that. People get to deep dive a little bit more. Of course, the ones that people don't talk about are usually the ones in the page 2, page 3, page 4. They don't talk about those. Even up to page 6, I would say, they don't talk about those. And then up after page 6, everything out there is probably a scam. 99.9% are just scams, just getting ready to wipe you out. Wipe you out. So, yeah, you know, just be cautious. Just be cautious. Right, what else were we going to talk about? Oh, there's nothing else to talk about. Just the market doing its thing. Let's have a little peek at the fear and greed and see what's going on. Fear and greed. Boom. Same. Nothing much. Let's have a look at VB. Earlier on, it was 47. Let's have a look again. Boom, 400. So a few Ethereum, BTC came in. Who cares? Sol still the king. Sol still the king. Dot, super solid. I ain't complete. Look at this. Come on, look at this, guys. Look at this. It's beautiful. These are beautiful stuff. Wow. XEM. Even XEM is coming out. Great. So yeah, look, market's doing its thing. I don't see a problem with it. All I'm seeing is just beautiful data. Now this is something I haven't seen in the last few days. I want to refresh this. If it's above 13, then it's going to be slightly bearish. If it's below, super bullish. Let's see. Refresh that. Boom. Still 13. Nothing much there. Rebrand. Coin glass. What the fuck? Bybit.com. Rebrand to coin glass. What the hell is going on, guys? Why are they coin glass right now? What happened here? What the fuck happened here? Coin glass to reflect growth and organizational evolution. Guys, it's another level. Okay, that's another level. I don't know what the conspiracy is here, but I understand. I have no idea why they're coin glass. Definitely got some massive money funding, whatever. I don't know, guys. I'm confused. Wow. 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 They become coin glass now. Wow. Same website, same everything. What happened? Did Bybit, the original, the original Bybit, come and sue them or something? I've got a feeling they probably sued him. My bad. Sorry, I got a bit of a sore throat today. That's why I'm keeping the fluids up. But is that what happened? Wow. Because I do see a lot of, I mean, it's Bybit, but I see a lot of Binance ads there, right? I mean, refresh, look, Binance ads there. I've seen it quite often. Bybit, Binance ads. Did Binance have something to do with this? Talking of the devil, right? So did they get sued by Bybit, the original one, saying your name is too similar to our trademark? So they had to change it to CoinGlass. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. But look at BTC. Look how beautiful it is. Look at this. It's on the top of that VPVR. There's nothing stopping this from shooting. I hope you all see this. Nothing is stopping this from shooting. Look at this. Look at everything. Nothing is stopping this from shooting. This is ready. This is ripe. This is edible. This is edible, guys. This is edible. I'm telling you. Alright, guys. If you want me to talk about any coins, drop it off. If not, then let me catch you guys up tomorrow, and we'll talk about this. But yeah, market looking awesome. So why am I doing that for? Yeah, market doing awesome. Nothing to worry about. We're still on target. Look, we've got 270 to go. We're about $30 away. Guys, we'll get there. We'll get there. Actually, while we're on this, let's have a look at some of the deadly coins and see what's going on here. So here I'm bleeding. Here I'm literally bleeding. I'm not even joking. I'll show you what I mean. Ah, shut up. Sorry. I want to show you this. So get rid of all of this. So this is how I'm bleeding on this one. So this is Dream. Yeah, so this is Dream. So my entry point was approximately 78, which was here. So what's happened since my entry? Yeah, about here. I think it was here. I did send something on Discord about when I entered. So I went here. Now I'm down 54%. So I've been bled out completely, right? But is this slaughter over? That's the question, right? Is this slaughter over? To tell you the truth, no. This can carry on, guys. This slaughter can carry on all the way up to here. So I'm expecting a loss of approximately 57, almost 60%. That's what I'm expecting for myself before we see a bounce. Of course, it looks like, look, if you look carefully on a 4 hourly, you can see it does look like it did find the support that we were looking for, and the support I was looking for, sorry, was on the hourly. Look here. I was looking for this area as a support, and bang on, it did find the support, which is fine. Maybe this is it. Maybe this was it. This was the floor. Sadly, I bought it on a pump. My mistake, but it's okay. I didn't mind doing it. But now it's come to the floor. I was looking for a floor. If this is the floor, I'm happy to double up on it. Do you know what I mean? If this is the floor, I'm happy to double up on it. So let's observe this. I'm going to observe this. If I see this to be not good enough, then I'm just going to leave it there. Whatever assets we have here, I'll leave it there. And the question is, yeah, so you can see my orders as well. Yeah, you can see the orders, what prices I have. I've got 2.4. Yeah, it was 2.4 and 7. I think I told KR earlier on it was 3.6. My bad, something else was 3.6. But this is 2.47. What is this? 8.5. And that's it. So, yeah, this account, literally, I don't know why. It's been really, really weird. This account has just bled out. I don't know, guys. This is some sort of voodoo. I'll tell you this, because I've never bled out like this before. I have never been bled out like this before. It's just ridiculous. I've never seen some of my coins dump like this. Yeah. So anyway, let's see what happens. Again, trend is good. Trend is your friend. So far, the base is already found. That's fine. As long as it can stay above this level, we're fine. You know, as long as we can have a trend forming here, we're going to be okay. We might come down a little bit. So if anyone's holding and panicking, it's like, oh, guys, I lost money. Guys, you haven't lost anything because whatever asset you bought is liquid. That means it's your asset. You're holding that. Just chill out. Relax. Relax. Can't win every single day. Do you know what I mean? You can't win every single day. So, yeah. You know what? I don't even know what the camera's doing here. I don't even know if the chat is still alive. Let me refresh this, guys. Let me refresh this. Let me get off and then relog. That helps. Boom. Alright, guys. If you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe. Hit that like button. Let's see where we go from here. So that's what we got. And also, let me see the screen. Yep. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah. Any other coins, guys, you want me to talk about? If not, then I'm going to let you go. I'm going to go myself. I don't see many people there. I'm not even sure if anyone's watching this. But, yeah. Shit happens. There are coins that you hold, which are always going to be very good. New projects are going to be the most volatile and the most dangerous. You need to take your initial out as soon as you can. And then if you leave some, great, that's not a problem. That's why I've been advising people like, okay, Shib, you done all right. Leave some, but take majority out. So I know a lot of people have taken at least 75%. Okay. I mean, sorry, so they sold 75%, which gave them at least, you know, the initial plus some back. So they're kind of happy with that, which is good. That's how you should navigate this, and always invest what you can afford to lose. But with DeFi and where we are right now, it looks great. It looks great. I could see another wave up, you know, to test this. So the target I set is just the top of this. It's not even up here. So when we go there, we're going to reach there. If I set my target to sell around here somewhere, I'm willing to hodl this for another month or two. Make that difference, and I can easily how many X is that if I did this? Let me have a look. So from here, from today, if I went up to the top of the channel, that's 143%. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. It's 143% better than what I started off. Well, that's not that bad. So that's that. Obviously, dreams, just as I mentioned, I'm down. It's finding its floor, doing its thing. There's not really much data here for me to say, okay, it's going to do this or it's going to do that. Being honest with you, there's not much data. But is it going to pump? Yeah, why not? You know, because if you look at Axie, this is a great example for a gaming token. Or even the rock, you know, the one with the big massive rock NFT that they sold for $3 million. A rock, a picture of a JPEG of a rock, $3 million. What the hell? Come on, guys. Let's just look at Axie. Right, AXS. If you just look at AXS, I mean, look at it. Look at the date. Look at the date. Look at the date. Flatline, 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 complete flat line, and then boom. You see what I mean? Complete flat line, and then boom. So these games, Dream, Naka, this, that, there's so many game coins out there. I can assure you, these coins, they're going to pop, only not when you're thinking that they won't. You know, I mean, basically, like, they're going to pump when you think least of it. And some of these coins, these penny coins, that's what they did. Like, for example, we could talk about holders will be able to access the features, breeding and staking in the future. Well, I have no idea what's going on. So they're going to be able to breed and stake now. So they're acting some staking function into this. Great. But let's talk about decentralized mana. Decentralized. And just look at this as well, and you make complete sense to you. Look, mana. Look, 2017. How much was it? 1 cent. The highest it went to was about 17 cents. It was around this floor the whole time. Guys. Until 2021, when it came back to 17 cents. Can you see that? And look where it is today. So they do come back. Believe me, they do come back. What has Decentraland done since then, since 2017? Nothing. It's the same old bloody game. But when you got something like Dreams or something like Nakamoto, okay, Nakamoto games, I'm not quite sure. That I think just the name that people like about it. There's a few of them. There's a few games. The name's not coming to me. But they're all kind of evolving characters. These are massively online MMO games or RPG games, you know, or PvP games, battle-like games. They're always innovating. They're always adding stuff every time. Even Gala for Halloween, they did the Halloween event. I'm sure for Christmas they're doing a Christmas event. They're doing events. They're able to implement that into the game. So for me, that's a powerful thing, and I think that has more life, extended lifeline than anything else. I mean, something like Axie, unless what they did now very well, they added the staking. If they didn't, they're limited. What do you do? Nothing. You go, you get smooth love potions, you come back to the market, you sell your smooth love potion. To buy the character, you need Axie. So why do I need smooth love? Nothing. So just, you know what I mean? So these games, I think they have a lot more potential. I mean, Decentraland being the virtual world, it's quite cool. But is it going to be the best? No. There are other innovative plans coming. So for me right now, I'm not holding any mana. No feelings for mana. Mana can do whatever it wants. Because I don't see this being sustainable. Yeah, it's the first comer. Great. It's got the hype a little bit. A handful of community here and there. A whole bunch of people who made a ton of money decided to go and buy some property or mana. That's going to be taken over by somebody else very soon with some better technology. And imagine if PlayStation or Xbox move into this decentralized, metaverse zone. Facebook's definitely coming. I mean, they changed the bloody name to Meta. Think about that. That's a challenge in itself. That's an open invitation to everybody. Look, we're going in. We don't care what you do or not. We're going to be the first. Just think about that. So you think coins like this have a chance? No, unless we have some technology in the future where these characters and projects and NFTs from these decentralized metaverses can be bought into a universal thing. So yeah, I know people talk about Player One, the movie. Yeah, if that is a vision, that means everything has to connect to everything. You can't just have something connecting and nothing, no. You got to have everything connect. That's the future. It's like, it's got to be, what do they call it? Agnostic. I believe it's agnostic. Means it doesn't care who you are, where you're from, or whatever. It just does its thing. So that's what it has to be. Anyway, guys, I'm going to make this in longer. Like, share, subscribe. I can't read anything. I can't see anything. I have no idea how many people are there. I don't know why it does this. Don't ask me. No idea. Let me try and log in again just in case someone said something. But if not, then as I said, guys. Yeah, no one's there. So, like, share, subscribe, guys. Like, share, subscribe. if you haven't already. Join the Discord. And yeah, I don't see anyone else here. So all I'm going to say, thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much for coming. I hope this was valuable. I'm not sure if it was actually. Was it valuable? Because I don't see anyone excited. Is everyone tired or sleepy or whatever, or bored? I don't know. Maybe they are. I don't know. But yeah. Interesting. Because I can go on forever, you see. I can go on forever, you know. I mean, all-time highs and all-time highs and doing more all-time highs, right? Solana. Yekta Gulan says, thank you. Thank you, Yekta. Awesome. Thank you very much for coming to the show. And I hope your question was answered. Okay, I hope your question was answered. Fida. But what I'm exactly, let's go back to this for 1 second just before I go. Coins on Fida, this, that, whatever. Remember, I think I kind of drifted a little bit. It doesn't matter where they're built. As I said, if the funding runs out, if they don't get enough funding or anything like this, they could easily turn out to be a scam. And the reality is a lot of the projects out there, they build a token more like a crowdsource. So they raise the capital by selling the token in order to go and fund the project, which is absolutely fine. Like an ICO, for example. You know, here we've got a token. We're willing to sell it to you for this much, to raise this much. Because Binance, they were selling it for, I believe it was 10 or 15 cents per coin. He said, guys, we need this. And they raised 15 million. Binance raised $15 million to build Binance. And currently Binance does, like, I don't know, 15 billion on a bad day. $15 billion of volume on a bad day. Imagine that. So everything's got to start somewhere. And the thing is, traditional markets, with all their controlled freak venture capitals, limit innovation to happen. So the only way you got to get it done is by going to the decentralized world. You know, there's a few projects under my radar I've been looking at. But yeah, I'm still observing. I haven't seen anything yet. If I see some news, some innovation, of course, I'll talk about it. You'll hear about it here first, and then we see what happens to those. So yeah, awesome. For you to see, Fida was a joke shared with you for 40% pump in 1 minute. Oh, you wanted to get a pump here? Happy days. No worries. Listen, if you pumped it, if you made 40% within a minute, great, why not? But I don't think this channel had any reason to do it, because we only had, what, 6 people or 7 people watching, because this is not my usual time. So I don't think 6 people, unless we've got one of the whales sitting here somewhere. I don't know. Let me see. I don't know. Maybe Yanvi is a whale here. I don't know. Maybe KR's a whale. Or Costin must be a whale. I mean, Steven, he doesn't talk. I haven't seen him. He's probably a whale. He probably pumped it. You never know. Mr. C. It could be him. I mean, sea, big ocean. You know what I mean? It could be a whale, literally. Mr. C. Yeah, Mr. C. Now, that might be a clue. He might be a whale. You know. Yeah, Yukta, you're talking about it. You and me are talking. That means we're not whales. It could be Mr. C, you know. It could be Mr. C. But let's see. For me to see or Mr. C to see. I don't know. On that note, guys, like, share, subscribe. I'll catch you on another one very soon. I hope this was pleasurable. I hope this was factual and helpful. All right, it was already pumped. Okay, that's fine. No worries, Yekta. No worries. But yeah, other than that, I'm just having a joke as well. You know, it doesn't matter if you're a whale or not. But as I said, there are plenty of coins out there. We've got 1,400 coins to choose from. Absolutely fine. Just this season, I'm going to talk about it more as well. Be careful how much money you're willing to hold. And we're going to talk about that another time. So other than that, as I said, like, share, subscribe. Enjoy the gains. Keep the gains. That's the key. I'll talk to you another one very soon. So yeah, thank you very much to everybody for coming to the show. Other than that, adios, my amigos.